Hello, first grade, almost second grade. Today, we are going to draw a picture of some things that begin with the sound mm. Do you remember what the name of the letter is that makes the sound? M. That's right. Before we begin, let's find our feet on the earth in our light as can be moonbeam slippers. Maybe after we draw, we can dance on some moonbeams. Sitting up straight, find your crown of desert marigolds. Those are those beautiful orange and yellow flowers that we see growing wild in the desert sometimes. And on your ring, on your finger, is a ring of moonstone. All right. Make sure you have paper. You're ready to draw. You can use your main lesson book. If you run out of pages, you can use paper. Here is mine. Let's see now. Can you think of something that begins with I can. I can think of a few things. Now, I'm going to start with lemon yellow. Look how small my lemon yellow is getting. I can't wait to give you new crayons in a few weeks. I'm going to begin with the earth, though I might leave a little space for some water because I have an idea. You don't have to leave space for water. And I'm making earth. There's something particular about the earth that I'm thinking of that begins with and we can see them every day, and there was a big fire on them a few weeks ago. What am I talking about? Mountains, that's right, you know. So I'm going to bring up my mountains with my yellow, and I'm going to go over this with blue to make green so you can see what I'm doing. I'm making two strong mountains. And I'm leaving just a little space here in case you want to. All right. Now that I have it mapped out in yellow, map is a good word. I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to go over the mountains with my blue. Because when I mix blue and yellow, it makes a new color. What is that color it makes? That's right, it makes green. And sometimes you can see a little bit of the blue or a little bit of the yellow. And that's nice because if you look at those mountains out there, we're surrounded by mountains on many sides. If you look at any mountain and you try to tell me what color that mountain is, how many colors do you see? I see a few colors. Now underneath the mountains, I'm gonna just remind myself there's a little water here, but I'm leaving a white space for a reason. And you don't have to do that, but you can. We'll get to it in a little bit. Now, if you'd like, you can take your green block crayon and go over your mountains and add a little green to them. Or if you want to, you're thinking about our mountains don't have a lot of green on them right now. They have some other colors. What colors do you see on our mountains? It's a little brown up there. I could add a little brown for shadow, but it'll get muddy if I do too much. So I might just do a little bit. In my drawing, green, the yellow and blue that make green are much clearer colors in a drawing. So I might add a little brown, but not too much. I don't want muddy mountains. We might get muddy mountains if there is more rain. I hope there is more rain, but I hope it doesn't make a mudslide. Now, I have my mountains. Now, I was thinking about another word that comes out at night that I really like to see. Moon, that's right. We have made moons before. Do you remember how? Sometimes the moon is a pale white color, and sometimes it is yellow or even orange. We're going to start with the white moon. And since the color of our paper is white, and we don't have a white crayon, we are going to find our moon. I am using this color, which is, you might have a darker blue or a purple, a dark purple, not the red, pink, purple. I think the darker purple is a nice color for my sky, but if you want your sky a different color, you can choose your own color. And I have some space here for a moon, so I'm going to put my moon here. Now remember, I have to find it. I'm going to use the purple to find the moon. That's right. So I'm making this beautiful curved line around the moon to see if I can draw it out. There. And I'm going to bring my sky down below. Very nice. Now, we have our moon. We could make the whole sky a nighttime sky. But you know what happens after the moon goes down? And sometimes where we are, the moon stays up when this happens. But night is over. And in comes the morning. We had a lot of songs about the morning. And I was thinking, sometimes when the morning happens before the sun is up, and maybe when the moon is still high, we get a little bit of color. So, let's see. The sky might still be purple up here. And it might be really early morning. So we have most of our sky being that purple before the dawn. But maybe we have a little bit of red showing that morning is on its way between the mountains. That rosy red of dawn. Sometimes when there are clouds, there's a little bit of pink reflecting off the morning light. The light reflects on the clouds, rather. And it makes the clouds pink. And it's just starting to rise. The world hasn't quite woken up to that warmth yet. We can see it starting to. And maybe the red goes up in the purple a little. And maybe there's a little bit of red and the purple around the sides of the mountain. There we go. Now, in my water, I was thinking perhaps there's a moon in the water too. Do you know what that's called? A reflection, that's right. Here we go. Can't see all of the moon from my paper. Can't hold it all. But you can hold some, and that's okay. It doesn't have quite all the moon on it. No. I was thinking I could add just a little bit of my darker blue to the sky to make this purple a little richer, particularly at the top where I want it to feel a little darker. This purple can be a warm color sometimes when it has enough red in it. So give a little more blue to my sky. And I could even give a little more blue to my water, but not where the moon is. Now let's see. Do you remember a story I told you about a mountain that, if you said the right words, it would open? Do you remember what was inside that mountain? That's right, there was treasure inside the mountain that thieves had put there. And someone found it. And then someone else found it. They were brothers. And I told you another story about a monkey and a jellyfish. Do you remember? And the monkey preferred to stay in his tree once he found out what the jellyfish wanted. Do you remember what the jellyfish wanted? His liver, that's right. Jellyfish wanted to save the Dragon Queen. But the monkey did not want to give up his liver. So, if you would like to add a monkey to your drawing, you may. If you'd like to draw something else, like a mouse or a moose or a marigold, you may. And when you are finished adding things to your drawing, you may close your books and have a snack. Thanks for drawing with me. I'll see you next time.